Hey, this is Carla from the Butcher Baby.
This is George Tr-bandofficial from Cannibal Corpse.
Hey, this is Rex from Kill Devil Hill. It's Wednesday 13.
This is Dad from Devil Driving.
This is Motorist from Quad. You're listening to Rabid Noise
on Rabid Radio.
Turn it up.
Welcome back to Rabid Noise. That was Know My Name, the latest killer single from Tempest Rising. And joining us on the program now are the boys from the band. How you going, guys?
Sweet.
Good, thanks, man.
Awesome. Well, so you guys just jammed tonight?
Yeah, rehearsing for our single launch on Friday at Amplifier. It's going to be mad.
That's awesome. And there were pre-sale tickets were on sale, weren't they?
Yeah, man, you can still get them up until probably Thursday midnight at oztix.com, and you get a free download of the track when you pre-purchase. So there were quite a few people that pre-purchased, which was what the idea was. And we're pretty keen for the show. It's going to be mad. It's going to be wicked.
That's awesome, man. Well, you guys, just as we were just saying, you've just dropped the amazing new single, Know My Name, and you've been working on a bit of a follow-up to your previous album, Transmutation. How's that all going?
Yeah, we're getting along slowly. We're going to start looking at recording the drums for it probably in the next month and a bit, and then we'll just carry on the process towards the end of the year, and then we will then probably release one more single before we release the whole album. So we're hoping for maybe the album to release maybe late January, early February, and then we'll probably back it up with some shows over East and see what happens after that.
Yeah, as quick as possible. We want to get this next album out just to really show people how we've evolved.
Awesome. Has it got a name yet, or is it still...
No. Still working on them tracks.
Awesome. Well, who are you recording it with this time around?
I think it's going to be Simon from Chaos Divine. So the same guy that mixed and recorded our single, Know My Name. So it's going to be as chunky and as fat as that single.
Yeah, it sounds huge. He does such a good job.
Yeah, right? It sounds like, man, we just crank it in the car every now and then just to hear it, and it's like a wall of sound. That's what we really wanted, because that's kind of, replicating our stage show as well.
Because I missed you guys last time. You were up here recently, right?
Yeah, we were. We were over there, when was that, James?
April. I think April, yeah.
We were there sometime. We were pretty drunk.
I'm bummed I missed it. So
yeah, we are too. We're pretty cut, man.
I'm sorry.
We were pretty cut, I gotta be honest. It almost ruined the whole tour for us.
Oh, trust me. Well, the band has been together for about 3 or 4 years now, and you guys have just achieved so much in that time, including touring Japan, which is awesome. So, how did that come about?
We had a bloke doing a bit of PR for us when we were just starting to release the first single off Transmutation. And he actually managed to get us, asked us if we wanted to get on the tour, and he gave us the layout of what was going to happen and whatnot, and we just jumped at it. Definitely for our first experience overseas, it was
pretty awesome. Yeah, man, black metal bands all the way.
Yeah, and we were the only non-black metal band there.
Wow, that's awesome, because I've always wanted to even just go to Japan, let alone tour the place, because they love their metal over there.
They literally loved, it was the best. No offense to Australian crowds, we love you guys, but Japanese people just go. It's like watching manga in real life. They're just literally going nuts. It is awesome.
So you said that you just played with some black metal bands. What were the bands like over there to play with?
Intense.
Yeah, they were very I guess being the only non-black metal band on the lineup, it worked out in our favour because we were something a bit different. But they're all really quick and they have very big stage presence. It's a very theatrical kind of set as well. But all the crowds lapped it up. They just loved it.
Did you find there was a bit of a communication breakdown with some of them?
No. They pretty much knew when we said, circle pit or mosh, or they understood. When we were going crazy, they were going crazy. It was pretty much a physical thing as well, If we're, as a band, if we're moving pretty recklessly on stage, and they sort of feed off that, they get into it. So it wasn't just a a language barrier. We sort of broke that using our bodies.
That's amazing, man, because I do hear that, Japan, it is very different from, of course, over here. And, everyone's so nice and polite, but they know how to throw down, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Well, of course, you toured Japan. Where else have you toured? Is it just, that's the only place you've gone overseas at this time?
Yeah, just Japan. We're looking at some pretty major tours after we finish this album. But those are still the works. But yeah, we need to get overseas ASAP because that's where it's at, man. You just want to tour. And touring Australia is really hard and expensive, whereas if we can get overseas, we can cover a lot of ground.
And you guys have done a few supports as well. What's been the most memorable?
We opened up for Voyager on their Perth show for their album launch.
Yeah, that was sweet.
And even for being the opening band on the night, it was the first time I think we played first and had actually pretty much like a pretty packed crowd, especially the Amplifier Bar, where, so you see some gigs opening band, you might have about half full or so, and then towards the end of the night to the main headliner, it fills up. But from, I remember looking at the clock and we started at about 10 past 8, and I remember looking at the clock.
Yeah,
and
it was really early.
It was about, 30 people through the door and people still trying to get through. And I thought, this would be great. There'd be like 20 people watching us. And then I remember halfway through the set, I looked up and the whole place was packed and full. Yeah. So yeah, that was probably the most memorable gig that we've supported, decent band.
I guess for me, like, it would be, and even though it was in Japan, just supporting Marduk, which is the black metal band. They're a massive international black metal band, and just seeing, they've been around since the 90s, so just seeing a band that was as dedicated and professional about their craft was really cool, and I guess I respected that. I didn't really talk to them, I couldn't really understand anything they were saying, but just to see that dedication and how far they've come and how people respected them when they're on stage, even though like I don't like black metal at all, but you just develop a really, really deep respect for the people that play it, and especially people that have played it for that long.
What about, in the future, who would you guys like to support? Who's that one band that's on your list?
Five Finger Death Punch. Yeah. Five Finger Death Punch. For me, yeah, anything with
anyone of that caliber, I
guess. Yeah. That would be glorious. I think the other band members would love to support Slayer.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Slayer.
That'd be pretty amazing. I just heard the new Slayer album tonight, and
is that good?
It's amazing. Can't
James
say enough good things.
It's like a Slayer fangirl. Yeah, awesome.
Man, it's it comes out this Friday, Repentless, and it's definitely get your copy because you won't be disappointed.
It comes out the same night we're releasing our single. I think they copied us.
Yeah,
they definitely copied us.
That Kerry King, pretty inconsiderate, don't you think?
Sneaky devil.
Well, man, I think it's a good sign.
Yes,
really.
Exactly. Wait, it's probably not a good sign because we didn't really think about the date until we'd like a couple of weeks after we'd booked it, and we're like, oh shit, September 11th, and so we're really promoting it as the 11th of September, so people don't go, September 11th, wasn't that when? So we've been promoting it the opposite way to try and get people to say the 11th of September.
Yeah, it's a bit like that even up here when I've got an event on Friday night as well, and I've said September 11 to a few people, and they've gone, really?
What? Disrespectful.
I know it was that one date, but but that's it. You got to keep rolling and keep bringing the metal.
Yeah.
So when can we expect to see you guys back? Up in
tomorrow.
Queensland tomorrow.
No. We're going to finish the album, and then once we finish the album, we're going to tour. Where we tour, we're not too sure, but we want to get back over the East Coast. We want to tour again, big bands. We want to make it bigger, better, and we want to go international. So we want to do a lot of stuff. We want to do all the things. So it just depends.
I think you guys definitely will. It sounds like if it's anything by the single, it's going to be definitely a big year for you guys next year.
Fingers crossed.
Awesome stuff, guys. Well, we're going to go to the track Devil in Me from Transmutation.
Oh.
Thanks for hanging tonight, dudes, and hopefully we'll see you guys in the near future.
Awesome. Thank you.
man. Thanks, buddy.
Hey guys, just want to take a minute to give a shout out to our podcast supporters, RW Promotion, who are the best in the business when it comes to printing posters, flyers, banners, badges, business cards, you name it. They've got what it takes to help you get everything you need to help spread the word about your band or business. And with a blistering turnaround, they'll make sure you get your product ASAP. So get in touch with Richard and the team at www.rwpromotion.com.au or shoot them an email at info@rwpromotion.com.au. Also want to give a shout out to the guys at Blacklight Art and Design, who in my opinion are the Gold Coast best screen printers. So, we've gotten many band shirts and even our own Rabid Noise shirts done through these guys, and they've also got one of the fastest turnarounds I've ever seen. So all quality prints at competitive prices. So whether it's band merchandise, sporting teams, promotional garments or workwear, they've got you covered. So hit them up at www.blacklightad.com.au or email them at info@blacklightad.com.au. So big thanks to those guys for helping us to bring you this podcast each and every week, and for, of course, supporting the metal scene. So now it's back to Rabid Noise.